Whoa, that's not good.
Oh, I don't need this. I'm already late.
Somebody will come. Anybody out there?
Do you have a phone?
No. Sorry. Somebody! Hello? There are two people stuck on an escalator and we need help. Now, would somebody please do something?
Help!
I don't believe this. You gotta be kidding me.
I'm gonna cry.
Well, there's not enough left to do, is there?
Hello? Hey, don't worry about it. I'll fix it in a second.
He said he could fix it. All right. All right. That's more like it. He says he can fix it.
Do you feel like you're stuck on an escalator when it comes to your classroom lessons and assessments? Well, I have the solution for you. Gamifying your classroom. Hello, I'm your host, Jennifer Piner, and I want to welcome you to Gamifying Classroom Learning. Today, we are going to explore the possibilities of gamification and the impact on classroom learning. What is gamification? What is gamification? Gamification is turning class content and the way students learn into a game with a reward system, quest, experience levels, and healthy competition in order to drive participation. Did you know? As a planet, we spend 3 billion hours a week playing video games and computer games. Over 5 million people play an average of 45 hours a week of games. $1.2 million students in the U.S. fail to graduate from high school each year. The younger you are, the more likely you are to be a gamer. 99% of boys under 18 and 94% of girls under age 18 report playing video games regularly. The average young person racks up 10,000 hours of gaming by the age of 21, or 24 hours less than they spend in a classroom for all of middle and high school, if they have perfect attendance. What gamification is not. Gamification is not merely a game or strategy that drives game-like behaviors, but rather gamification refers to those applications in a non-game context. Games should not need to be gamified, additionally, as they should already be driven by game-like behavior. Also, gamification is not an external incentive program in order to drive action, but rather incentives are often used as a form of game mechanics. Challenges. What are the challenges with facilitating today's students to learn? One thing is they're always on Facebook or some other form of social media. Students are demotivated. They're even disengaged. Many of them fall asleep during class, probably because they're bored. No patience. There's just no time to study. Googling is considered thinking. Students expect their teachers to reply in a nanosecond. What are some of the predictions for gamifying your classroom? By 2014, Gartner predicts that over 70% of global 2,000 organizations will have at least one gamified application, and that gamification is positioned to become a significant trend in the next 5 years. M2 research reports that gamification will be a $2.8 billion industry by 2016. Uses of games in schools. Authoring platforms. Game is used to produce an artifact, be it another game, a model, visual text, or written text. An example are students produce a model in StarCraft. Content systems. Games deliver content about a particular subject area. Example, students gain knowledge of the Caribbean history by playing Pirates.
Simulations. Students use games to test theories about systems and tinker with variables. Examples. Students gain a systemic understanding of engineering problems by working with a limited budget and available materials in Bridge Builder. Trigger systems. Games are used as a jumping point for discussion. Example, Dungeons and Dragons is used to explore probability. Technology gateways. Students use games to familiarize themselves with technology. Example, instead of taking a class on how to use PC or mobile devices, students simply engage in their favorite game. Exemplars of point of view. Game allows students to take on different identities. Example, student learn to think like a city mayor in Sim City. Documentary. Students use games to document their learning process and reflect on it. Examples, students reflect on their playing to recognize patterns in their own performance and decision making. Text to be critiqued. Students critique the ideology behind the game. Example, Animal Crossing is analyzed as an expression of late 20th century capitalism. Research assignments. Students design games themselves and in doing so research the subject matter of the game. Example, students decide to make a game about the Great Depression and learn history in the process.
Moving forward. These are some questions that should be answered before a school district or university decides to gamify any of their classrooms. What is the content that needs to be learned? Why does the content need to be learned? Who is the audience for this course? What is your budget? How much time do you have? What types of games would you like to incorporate? It's important that we don't gamify everything, but we could at least consider gamifying the boring stuff. Gamify homework to inspire more effort. Use social media tools to gamify social interaction and provide continuous feedback. Class-wide reward systems to encourage students to help each other, but not used as an incentive for gamification. Integrate educational video games into the curriculum. And gamify the grading system by using levels rather than with letter grades or percentages. Well, that's it. Thank you for joining me on Gamifying the Classroom. I'm your host, Jennifer Piner.